I remember standing in a clothing store, holding a shirt and putting it back on the rack because I was scared I wouldn't have enough money for food at the end of the month. I remember avoiding going out with friends because I knew I couldn't afford it and I was too embarrassed to say that out loud. I remember lying awake at night, genuinely scared of what would happen if an emergency came up, because I had nothing, absolutely nothing to fall back on. That was me not long ago. And if that sounds familiar, this video is for you. Welcome to The Wealth Shift. I'm Jason, 23-year-old data engineer from Secunda, South Africa. This channel is about changing how you think about money so you can actually build wealth and not just survive month to month. Today I'm not going to talk about someone else's story, no Little Timmy, no characters, just mine. Before 2025, I had no real relationship with money. I was earning a salary and watching it disappear every month without really knowing where it went. Takeaways, unnecessary spending, and the biggest one, I was putting money into a business I didn't fully understand, hoping something big would come from it. I learned sales the hard way, manufacturing the hard way. I learned that some businesses take enormous amount of effort for very little return. And I learned that lesson with my own money. I was building without a foundation, swinging an axe without sharpening it first. And the worst part, I was doing all of this while being genuinely scared of it every single day. Scared of emergencies, scared of getting sick, scared of running out of money before month end. That fear was exhausting, and it affected everything. How I dressed, where I went to, who I spent time with. In 2025, something shifted. I started watching creators like Albert van Wyk and Money Moxie on YouTube. I started reading books about money, how it works, how it grows, how people actually build wealth over time. And for the first time, things started making sense. I learned about emergency funds, the idea that before you invest a single rand, you need a buffer. Money set aside that you never touch unless something goes wrong, a financial safety net. I learned about compound interest, the idea that money makes money and that money makes more money. And over time, that snowball effect comes something extraordinary. I learned about tax-free savings accounts and how South Africans have access to one of the most powerful investment tools in the world, and most people don't even know about it. Money Marks specifically convinced me starting investing consistently and to max out my tax-free savings account. That one conversation through a screen changed the direction of my financial life. Let me tell you something that happened recently that shows you exactly what changed. I bumped my car into a gate. The repair quote came back at over 14,000 rand. My insurance excess, what I had to pay out of pocket, was 5,000 rand. 2 years ago, that would have destroyed me. I would have been on the phone begging family, going into debt, stressing for weeks. This time I paid it same day from my emergency fund and carried on with my life. That moment, that quiet, unbothered moment, is what financial preparation actually feels like. Not flashy, not exciting, just calm. My TFSA is now sitting at around 30,000 rand. My investment portfolio is growing. I have a US stock account, I have a plan. My fear didn't completely disappear, but it changed shape. Instead of fearing of running out, it became a drive to build more, to work harder, to make better decisions. Because here's what I've learned. The more money you make, the more responsibility you carry. The better your risk management has to be. Every rand has a job now. Assets over liabilities. Every single time. If I could go back and talk to the 21-year-old of myself, version of myself, the one putting back shirts on the racks and avoiding his friends, here is what I would say. Starting by investing into yourself. Read books, take action, don't be scared of what other people think. Speak openly about money. You will make mistakes, you will learn from them. You will feel embarrassed sometimes, but stay true to who you are. I wish my parents had taught me from a young age what compound interest actually does. Even putting away 100 rand as a kid, the difference I would have seen today. Not enough people worry about the next generation's wealth, and I see that as one of the biggest problems we face. I want my kids and their kids to live without having to worry about money the way I did. If someone had just opened their mouth earlier, if I had mingled with the right people sooner, maybe things would have looked way different today. But here is the thing, you are not behind. If you're watching this video, whether you're 19, 23, 30 or 45, you are not behind. The best day to start was yesterday. The second best day is today. I'm not rich, I want to be honest about that. I'm a 23-year-old from Secunda with a plan, a growing portfolio, a YouTube channel I started from scratch, and a long way still to go. But I know exactly where I'm going, and I know exactly how I'm gonna get there. If this video resonated with you, subscribe. Every Thursday I put out honest, simple content about building wealth from the ground up. No fluff, no fake lifestyle, just real talk for someone figuring it out in real time. I'm Jason, this is The Wealth Shift. I'll see you next Thursday.